Sunday Sit Down, episode 4. Yes, they started saying recording in progress when I hit that button now. So it still makes me jump. But I finally got Crystal here. Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Hey.
So, this is many months in the making.
Yes.
It's like, been begging you since it started.
Yeah.
Granted, a lot of the time, once I started these, you guys were in Charlotte and everywhere else.
Yeah.
But the kid's killing it. He's doing good in bowling. So
He is.
it's worth it.
It is worth it.
If he went there and he sucked, then it wouldn't be worth it. But when he's doing that good, I mean, second place out of.
Yeah.
That was good though. So I'm glad we finally got to do it. Quick breakdown. It's been 5 years, right?
5.
Since we met soccer here.
On a bar stool.
On a bar stool. At Old Chicago.
Yep.
Shocker. No one saw that one coming. I know. So, but lots of concerts, lots of ups, downs, darkness.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of darkness on my end. Lots of stupid that you got drug into on my end, technically. I still think she's crazy. But here we are today in this cluster of a world that we live in.
Yes.
Being America, land of the
not free right now.
Land of the sheep. Which is why Facebook knocks me out of the algorithm all the time. Apparently, I'm not sheep-like enough.
Yeah.
Even with all this hair. But first thing we all got in trouble for, and we all said a lot of things were coming, no matter how we feel about the election. After years and years of Trump getting, he stole it. I mean, Jesus, for the love of God, everything holy, the Holy Spirit, all those people. Didn't Democrat, I mean, holy hell, Hillary Clinton, the morning of the election, was still saying that he stole it last time and he never won and we can't let him do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been persecuted for 5-6 years now.
Since he came down that damn escalator.
Yeah. It's kind of sad.
Like the worst thing he got about was he was a billionaire dick. Yeah, he's a dick.
Mm-hmm.
But he was our dick. And he was using that dick to the rest of the world. Exactly like they needed to be. That's a terrible analogy, but at least I didn't say the dirty word.
Yeah.
So, but as much as people went off about it, you argued with people a lot till you were red in the face. I'm not going to mention her name.
Right?
It rhymes with Jenna. Kind of. The end does at least.
Yeah.
But how no laws were broken. But correct me if I'm wrong. Pennsylvania definitely broke election laws.
Yes.
Michigan.
Yep.
New York. I mean,
And those are 3 major
those are the big ones.
States
like especially
that the election revolves around.
Yeah, especially Pennsylvania and Michigan. They've like 40 electoral votes right
Yeah.
there between those two. And for all the Drews out there, they told me nothing happened. I mean, we researched it. You researched it. I looked up stuff for you.
Yeah.
Most of the Pennsylvania, for instance, not supposed to change election laws within 48 hours of an election.
Mm-hmm.
And last time I checked, the Attorney General and the state Supreme Court don't actually have the authority to change anything.
Yeah.
Because that's what they have legislators for. But they did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, not supposed to send out unsolicited ballots. But their Supreme Court in the state ruled that, well, it doesn't say that they can't do it. It just says that, they need to be solicited. If it needs to be solicited, I mean, pretty sure it goes without saying that it needs to be like you can't, that happened. Then there's stuff in this state which still doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Don't know how there's that much red and I don't get it. This was a straight up and down ballot. Like, it was a straight thing. And like, it's amazing because you saw it too. I was at your house.
Mm-hmm.
Dave was having a stroke in the chair.
Yep.
It's his favorite position to have a stroke.
It was.
It was worth it. I think I was just pacing around drinking like heavily. But it was amazing how in all those swing states where Trump was up by like a year,
Mm-hmm.
how in the middle of the night suddenly
Yeah. We all went to bed like, oh, cool, we got this. Woke up to, oh God, what happened?
And it was all like late ballot, and again, Drew.
After hours of people shouldn't even being in the polling
They're
places,
supposed to be locked up.
votes came in and votes were counted.
And the big
How does
one,
that happen?
and the big one again, Drew, I know you're out there somewhere. We had this argument. Pretty sure it's probably why we don't really talk at all anymore. Did talk the other day. Now when he get calls, I see his face and I think someone's dying, really, for being honest. It's been that. But when he went up 100, I think it was 154,000 ballots to none.
Yeah.
Memphis, Pennsylvania, or Michigan. And he said, well, he's winning the mail-in like by 66%.
Yeah.
Not like he went up 154 in one state, he went up 178 in another to none. What 66 and 100 are they're close, but I mean, out of 154,000, he should have gotten like 100.
Yeah, it's pretty much statistically impossible for that to happen.
Especially like places where it was happening.
Yeah,
like
it happened in no other non-battleground states.
Yeah,
didn't happen at all. They didn't care. But the key battleground states that they needed, suddenly this happens
out of nowhere. Shocker. And then they're saying, and then again, there's states like Arizona, which I don't know if you're paying attention. You're probably not because you have a life. God bless your life. They're actually fighting, actually letting people do a full, like whatever the hell the word is. I can't.
They're doing an audit in
but-
Maricopa County.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of other counties where suddenly the data's been wiped clean altogether. It's
Yeah.
like, that's amazing. It's supposed to
But
stay
then,
not
as of-
touched for how many
yeah,
years?
as of this morning, though, the GOP guy
I can't think of his name.
that said no, they wasn't erased. I'm sitting here looking at them.
It's amazing. These are the days of our lives. But it's funny how much they're fighting to let there be an audit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Donald Trump, for all that time, said, fine, do an audit. Check them. Beg you. Do it. Find
Yeah.
something. These guys, what? None to see here? No. Like,
Yeah, if nothing's wrong, why not let it happen?
it's like when your kids are, like, oh, I clean my room. Let me see it. I'm good. Is it really clean then?
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
Here's the pictures. Show me under the bed. But why? Because that's where you hide all your stuff. We know this. We've been through this before.
Been there. Like, so that's just that was like the big thing, which really, I mean, that's what started a lot. Like you've been very active since then.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying to figure out how the hell, like we still had all that red in the state and somehow the governor.
the Democratic horrid governor
Somehow that's just,
won that reelection.
but hey, one good thing did happen at least. I mean, the whole interior of the country turned that shit all red. Pardon my
Mhm.
French, that word's allowed now. Justin started it.
Yeah.
Shit is allowed.
Hey.
In case F-bombs I've dropped a few. Shit's allowed. So if you want to let some of those fly as you're worried about profanity, that's an acceptable word. But like, it's just been so bad. Like, I don't get it. It hurts my head.
Of course, and then you have all the Democrats. You guys need to get over this election stuff. You need to get over this
Like-
election stuff. Well, you guys did it for 4 years.
Hillary still said that she won and it was stolen the morning of the election, which
Yeah.
I believe was November 20th.
Which nobody's heard a peep out of her in a couple years now, because she's been investigated, on trial. Nobody knows about any of that.
Yeah.
It's
even
not
Fox,
out there.
Even Fox and C-SPAN didn't air that.
Yeah.
Like, it was scheduled. I knew when it was scheduled. Trust me, me and Chuck were scouring it was closed. No cameras were allowed anywhere
Yeah.
near that. Like, Hillary's talking like, suddenly it had tighter security in that ditch than they had on January 6th when everyone was requesting
Yeah.
backup repeatedly. And by the way, this week CNN was still talking about that in case.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I know. They're
Case I
trying to
didn't send
change
you.
the terms
Yeah.
of what it's called and how we define domestic terrorist, which AKA is what the pipeline people were.
They were
They were
terrorists.
terrorists. And we
They
totally
were-
just paid off some
They
terrorists.
were very
Totally
much,
awesome.
as we're on all of this, good segue. See, I like segues, especially when I don't have to do them. Because I hate segues.
Yeah.
I'm good at them, but I hate them. But okay, now we're gonna, if we're gonna move into that, like January 6th, I get it. It wasn't good. Like, I think I talked to you,
Yeah. No, none of us agree with what happened was okay.
and I think I actually left while it was winding down,
Mhm.
walked to the store. I got you a Pepsi in my defense. There were Pepsis in the
Yes.
bag. Damn it, but that happened. None of us agreed with it. I do love the term, how it's been deemed everything. I mean, domestic terrorism is an armed insurrection. Like,
Yes.
why did, like, they've arrested a lot of people. How come none of them had guns charges?
Yeah.
How come, if it was Trump's words that did it, were they attacking before he got to that part of this, way before he got to, march down there peacefully and patriotically, let your voices be heard. Let's not get into the words, because, apparently words have meanings.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the GOP.
Yeah.
Like, then what, they just you and your, like, everything. I didn't go out loud with it though. But like all that, they had none of that, but the bombs were planted early. Nancy and them turned down help. Muriel Bowser, who was a worthless mayor, turned down help.
Yeah.
Days before, and apparently Trump, like, actually threw the request to them because they have to, like, approve it. And Muriel Bowser said no when they knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So,
and again, how does one of the most secured buildings in the country, when the vice president is there, get overrun so quickly?
my number 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Everyone but the president, our chain of command,
Yeah.
was in that room, and it got taken out in like 8 minutes.
Yeah. Not possible.
All right,
Not possible at all.
I can't believe that. Like, I mean, maybe under Obama. I mean, remember that one guy did make it all the way over the fence and into the White House before they got him.
Yeah.
Which, well, made that.
But that was one guy.
Yeah,
one
like
guy, not hundreds.
Like that many people getting through there. Like, it's just like everyone's gonna say everyone always said I'm crazy.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that Capitol has like these automatic lockdown buttons where all the doors automatically lock.
Hell breaks loose. Like,
right,
of like the fallout.
I've been in some of these very highly secured government buildings. I know how things work. It didn't work any way it should have that day.
I know people that work in said building.
Yeah.
I mean, they're barely ever there because they're always traveling around with a certain senator. I can't say his name. But we call him the crypt keeper because he's old as
dirt.
So that narrows it down. And he has spectacles on his face. He has portholes, old, and glasses. There you go. There's not too many of them, but he's traveling around with him all the time. But yeah, like, it was kind of ridiculous, all of that. And that brings us, and look how much they're doing to that. And then we get to an actual terrorist attack. It's legitimate. You can't deny it.
Yeah, but they won't classify it as that.
The
White House is still classifying that as a hack.
And
nothing to do with terrorism. And remember,
this is the same White House people that the FBI now deemed the shooting when the guy from the Bernie bro got Steve Scalise and a bunch of other people at their practice as it was a police suicide. That's what it got officially called by the FBI. Police suicide. Like, he had a list. And
he was asking people, is this the Republican practice? Is this,
and he was shooting.
Why would you do that?
He was shooting at cops. So he's shooting everything. When you're asking that many questions and you have a list of everyone that should be there, I'm sorry. That's not no one puts through that much plotting. They're just going to go to a police station and get shot if that's what they want to do.
Yep.
Like, no one's that dumb. But this is, again, coming from them. And the biggest sticker from it, to me, let's see. That's a private sector problem, not a government problem. It's like, well, hey, dickface. I don't know if you realized how bad this part of the country got, and especially right here, the great state of North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Where 75% of our gas stations were out
because the governor decided he was going to call a state of emergency and made everybody panic.
Yeah, but we were screwed before that. You knew that. We were screwed way before that.
Well, yeah.
Like, look, we didn't even get a state of emergency last year, and look at Walmart.
Yeah. But that happened, Wednesday? So Wednesday, I'm out running regular errands, go to the gas station, everything's fine. I get my gas, pumps are good.
See, you got yours.
2 hours later,
all hell.
The world panics because he put out this message.
And
gas had jumped 40 cents a gallon, and then it was out by 9 o'clock.
I don't think it's really like, I mean, that's part of it. But I mean, a lot of this stuff, like, I heard about it over the weekend when it happened. Like, most people just don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Which I don't blame them. I wouldn't pay attention to world politics either. Like, it's just such a shit sandwich right now. But a lot. Like I only like, that sucks.
Yeah, because it was what, 5 days
Yeah,
before
'cause I
they
think-
really put it out there.
Yeah,
Hey, this is
'cause I
happening.
think
When it actually
whatever
did happen.
day I got, I mean, that was Monday or Tuesday, right? Tuesday, where I went and, out of all people, Bobby, let me get a gallon of gas to get put in her car.
Mhm.
I don't think he knew it was me. I think she said Hannah. Use the proper name, pal. And Jesse needs it. He would tell me to go myself really fast.
Eh,
And then I would tell him and write in response. But that was then because I knew about it. But they kept it so hush hush, which was the big one. But the big takeaway, it's not like it's a private sector problem. Well, dick face, they kind of run all of the gas pipelines.
yeah.
That's kind of a national security issue right there. If they could just shut us down, and then especially when you paid them off, and your response was no comment. So what you're saying is, yeah, you knew it. You probably told them to do it, and they're going to keep doing it. And what's going to stop them from hacking into the bigger thing? Like, I don't know, our power grid.
Yeah. Because that would cripple even more. They
That
can
would
get
shut
more
down
money out.
everything.
What gets me though is, so this dark side hackers that supposedly did this, this is not the first time they've done this.
So,
They've done it several other times before. They were on the FBI's watch list as these massive hackers that do things. Why have we not used all of our resources to shut them down, to find them, to get rid of them? Yet now that we're just telling them, here, free reign, hack all of our crap. We're going to pay you off now.
yeah, we'll pay you off. We don't
Because
care.
it's private sector people.
Yeah, it's private sector. No, guy. That's our whole entire infrastructure. That's called national security.
Right. And they just attempted it on the East Coast. What's going to happen when they hack the whole grid of pipelines, or
Anything really,
our electrical grid, our phone grid, our internet grid,
or anything.
yeah,
There's not a better word for it.
yep,
And all of you following along knows that's what I'm talking about. We are the capital F, a lot of U's. We're screwed. Which has been the real one that's just been bugging me. Like what? It's a private sector problem. Excuse me.
No,
What?
not really.
Excuse me. Actually, how many states just went into state of emergencies and all?
Yeah, that's not a private sector problem.
It's like a pipe burst.
States to deem a national
A
emergency.
pipe burst. That's a private sector problem.
Yeah.
Faulty pump or something. That's private sector problem. Them hacking into the whole thing and shutting it all down.
2 years ago that they had the leak or whatever, and they had to shut the pipeline down and the whole East Coast went without gas again. That is a private sector problem.
Yeah, that's one of those, man-made issues. It's not like you just got like people like, hey, what? You're not getting your gas until you give us money.
Yeah, that's definitely an act of terrorism when this group is considered a terrorist organization.
It's the FBI though. It's the FBI under our current affairs. Trying to find a nice word to not. I don't know what to call them. If it wasn't for Walter being in the White House, he looks just like Walter. Not my Walter, Jeff's Walter. Maybe Jeff done. Like that's all he's good for. Is just he can't even read. I still can't believe how many arguments I got into people. Trump can't read the teleprompter. Like when?
Right.
Like the man never shut up.
Yeah. Most times he went off prompt and just went out on tangents but he still knew what he was talking about. He could still form a thought about what he was going on a tangent on.
I saw him go and do a thing and then do 2 hours of questions about all kinds of stuff. He answered every one of them.
But Jen Psaki's already said, no. We encourage him not to answer questions. Well, why would you need to encourage your president not to answer questions?
I'm going to get in trouble. End quote.
That shouldn't ever be an issue that the whole White House staff says, no, don't answer questions. Well, why not?
Not today.
He's the president. He should know more about anything than anybody else. He should answer to nobody.
I shouldn't be able to answer questions better than Joe Biden. I mean, he's allegedly getting the briefs. That doesn't mean he's actually getting them.
Yeah. Oh, I love when they post on the Facebook and stuff. In the press conference today, the president said, I'm like, no. The president said crap. His White House press secretary circles around and tries to say something.
Hey, let me circle back. I'm going to circle back.
Yeah. Yep. I'll get back to you on that.
Like I was seeing Kaylee McEnany out there for like 2 hours with her binder, just telling everyone to hold on. What?
Yeah.
Got it.
This section.
Encyclopedia Britannica. Got it right here. You.
Yeah, Jen's got what, like this tiny little baby 2-piece page notebook.
And she gets the questions. Like they approve the questions beforehand.
Yeah.
It's like
by certain reporters.
Like what they're going to
Only
ask
certain
you.
reporters are allowed to ask things.
Like you still can't answer it.
Yeah.
Like that's because they asked Peter Ducey a question. Like let him ask one, and he goes on a tangent like he did like yesterday or the day before because he just wouldn't shut up. Well, answer the damn question. Like what?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you let Fox News ever ask anything? That's why.
Yeah. That's
why we like Donald Trump. He's like, hey, you what? You're a better reporter than the network you work for. Damn shame.
Yeah.
Why? Because you actually are good.
Yeah. Ask me these hard questions. That gets America that gets everybody thinking, hey, maybe we should research this. Maybe we should look into this. But nope, not these questions for Miss White House.
And they're
currently.
And when they get to interviews, they're even approving quotes. Like they're editing their own quotes.
Yeah.
So it fits what they want.
Yep. It's kind of
like, how the are you at like it's a quote.
Yeah.
It's like when he gave his address to like 12 people in that giant room where everyone was vaccinated. Get me started on that.
Yeah.
Everyone's vaccinated. Giant room. There's 8 people in there. See, number gets smaller every time.
Yep.
And if you like list, you have to go on YouTube, everybody, or Rumble. One place you're gonna find it not screwed with Rumble. And you listen to him, and then you see like the transcripts from ABC and NBC. Like they cut out parts of his speech from the official transcript. Like, oh, what now? That was bad.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it is. You're sitting there reading along, going, "What?
Huh?" It's like reading one of those choose your own adventure books.
You do love those.
We can choose your own adventure on this current administration's speeches.
Like it's so bad. Like in his speech is so bad. Like you could just sit there like it's so bad. Like he just lied through his like
it is. And then the different several or different news sources will you've got the ones that are like, oh, that was, our president's doing this positive. He's doing it great on this. And then you've got the 2 or 3 that are like, what in the world?
What the?
And it just baffles me how so many people can be so blind to not seeing everything else. Of course, then all of us are Trumpsters that only watch Fox News. So we need to wake up and watch something else.
Hey, in my defense, I only watch Fox News during the 5 o'clock hour because I want to hear what dumb stuff is going to come out of Juan's mouth. Because I don't get to yell too often anymore. You've heard him. Juan opens his mouth. Greg starts yelling. Someone starts yelling.
Yeah.
I start yelling. Daisy turns around, runs out of the damn room. And I'm out. He's pissed.
Yeah.
Buster's doing that same. Yeah, you right there. Thank you for knowing your name. Like that's the only time I watch Fox News, by the way.
Yeah, I try not to. I try to actually
look
at a bunch of different stories. Like normally post my Facebook because I literally tried. The last time I watched the news, I broke out in hives so bad that I had to double dose myself with allergy meds to knock myself out.
That was just the other night.
From watching the news.
Hey,
I was like, nope, not doing it.
Watch Gutfeld at 11. Because you get the news and a lot of humor. I watch the 5 to hear Juan get yelled at. Because I just don't get it. Like I don't understand how you could be that stupid. Like I really I sit there every day going, how?
Right?
Like, how does one get that far up their own?
Like, isn't he supposed to have like lots of education and degrees?
Hey, during COVID, you'll never believe it. I was watching the 5. I know. And this is when they were like actually in studio a few months ago before New York backtracked everything and Fox went back. And he straight up said I was researching earlier. And I don't remember the other 2 sites he said, but one of the ones he brought up was Wikipedia. And there was Jesse Waters going, Wikipedia one?
Wikipedia, the one that every college tells you cannot use as a source because it's unreliable.
Wikipedia one? Yeah, Wikipedia. And there's Greg sitting across there going,
oh, God.
Like, what? Just go. What? I don't even have any. Greg Gutfeld's just what?
Nothing.
What do you say to that when I use Wikipedia? Like I can go on there and edit that you're looking at on Wikipedia.
Yep.
Like everyone can. You can say whatever you want on Wikipedia. It's kind of like Facebook if you're a liberal. You can say whatever you want and no one cares.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Wikipedia. That's why we can't trust them, because like liberals, they use Wikipedia, MSDNC, lots of arguments to people about their news networks. At the end, it comes back to you need to turn off Fox. I don't even watch Fox.
Yeah.
Like I got the Daily Wire subscription. I don't look at them. I don't look at. I don't.
But now you've got news publishings, organizations, whatever, that are supposedly this left wing all the time, that are now flipping the script
The WAPO.
and turning on him like, whoa, dude, what the hell?
Washington Post is giving. If you're a Democrat, and Washington Post is giving you 4 Pinocchios in case you don't know this world.
Yeah.
You done.
Yeah.
Like you're bad. And then I had one of those arguments. It lasted 3 seconds. Drew changed the conversation, but like that was just cussing. I mean, he called it the wrong time. I was just like the Georgia election thing.
Yeah.
I was like, apparently you didn't read the bill. Well, apparently you did it, because I was like,
Oh, I read the bill.
I was like,
The
Drew,
whole
what?
bill.
I read what? Did you read all like what? Like the Washington Post gave everything he said for Pinocchios. What?
Yeah.
They don't tell you you're a bit like that's the most you can get. And the Washington Post so far left it physically hurts.
Yeah. What gets me is 90% of the people just picked out. They're not allowed to give them water anymore. People standing out there all the time, and they're forbidding them to give out water. I said, nowhere in that did it actually say that.
Yeah.
It literally said that they have to have water stations,
For people.
but they can't walk through the crowd and hand out
Yeah.
water while you're trying to solicit for a vote.
Yeah. You're not allowed to, like, no one from anyone's
Complete
campaign is allowed to
difference.
do that, but you're allowed to have self-serving, I believe the word was receptacles.
Yeah.
I believe that was the actual language in there. It was
Yeah.
self-serving receptacles. Like it didn't say you can't hand it out. Or here's a good one. We went early voting together. Lady behind us had a chair.
Yeah.
We both
It was
had
great.
We both had waters.
Yep.
You're not in line that long.
Yeah. Ran very smooth.
It
It
went,
went smooth. And then they set out bottles of water every 15 feet.
and the only person we saw wasn't trying to give us anything. It was an actual guy that was running for Senate who got in, by the
Mhm.
way.
Yep.
I saw his name the other day, and someone,
Lazara, wasn't it?
yeah, like
Lazara.
Bob.
Amazing man.
Bob, I believe is his first name.
Mhm.
It's an easy one, but Bob. I'm like, my dude, but he was all like, hi. He was in like sweats, I think.
Yeah.
Well, what's up? Nice to meet you. Bye. Okay, peace. Wasn't soliciting, I just said hi.
Yeah.
Right by. Like it's not, but they opened up election. They opened actually up extra early voting days in Georgia, I believe.
They did 2 weeks earlier.
And even they could, if they do Sundays, like there's actually the possibility of those 2 extra days in there, so they can make it 60. They actually made it so drop boxes are not legal, which they weren't, but they're only
Yeah.
allowed at county voting offices, I believe.
Yeah.
But you have to drop it off at the building. When?
Yeah. Another complaint about people.
Um,
They're getting rid of the voting in poor communities. And no, they're because they've opened it up for longer voting. They're condensing the areas, because how can they staff that many areas and it be feasible?
and they still have it within, like, like if you can't, like if I can walk to ours,
Yeah.
you don't have an excuse.
Right. And they've taken it out of schools, firehouses,
All those things.
Army National Guard places that those need to function
Yeah.
still while elections are
Like
happening.
during COVID,
You
I get
can't-
it, but like they have better voting laws there than they have in Colorado, where I might add they moved the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And Delaware. Has been running politics in Delaware since like 48 years. He had 4 years off, 52 years. So let's do the math. Forever ago,
Yeah.
a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Like he's been there for forever, and their voting laws are actually better than Georgia's. Like if it's so bad, why is it still better than state you've been representing for like half a century? Not to call him old or anything. He is senile.
Yeah.
He's less coherent than I was after I got ran the over. In case anyone doesn't know,
Yeah.
I was more lucid. I don't remember any of it, but I was lucid.
Facts.
And I said
You
she
were.
was going to kill
Yep.
me. That did happen. But like all of that has been like, it's just so like, just it's like all that stuff. That, like no matter what you say, like because I saw you with Jenna. It's like if you put our two names together.
Yeah.
Or it's like my name. If you're Mike Tyson, Jeff A. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had too much fun with that. But like no matter what, Drew, all of them. Like you literally like, here's the facts, hombre. Like here's actually like verbatim copy paste from the bill. I'll still argue with you, even though she's been better lately.
She has.
I've seen a lot less.
Very proud
Seen
of
a lot
her.
less going off on yours, which used to entertain me every morning. Like it was either you going after her, or she was going after you.
Yep.
I'd go through and read like all 17 comments. I'm cool. What? I'm ready for my day now.
Yeah.
Because you guys would like write books to each other.
Yeah.
But like, there's just no fixing it. Like, I just don't get it. Just like that goes into everything. Just like keep bringing up like another good topic as we're on it. Vaccines. Like all the arguments about that. Did you know? I have no idea where it is on my phone, so I'm not even going to look. But there's been more deaths worldwide.
Yes.
From the COVID vaccine by like a mile.
3.6%.
Than all the other vaccines from the last like 15, 20 years combined.
And that's only
by
deaths.
A mile.
That's deaths.
Yeah, it's not
that's
anyone
not
that had any of the other stuff.
All of the other side effects that are happening to people.
All the other crazy stuff.
Nobody knows about long term how this is going to affect people. Yep. And now we're going to open it up to give it to our teens that are still mentally and physically developing.
And even younger than that.
Right? No, I cannot vouch for anybody ever being a guinea pig for the government. They did that to and they did it to the military for decades. Decades. Why is the military not pushing this vaccine?
I mean, they did. Most active duty people are like,
kind of like, hey, do you want it? Do you not want it?
Do you want it? Go yourself.
Yeah, and they're like, cool.
Well, because I deployed what you guys gave me, the anthrax, the smallpox, the yellow fever, whatever the hell that even is anymore. Flu, mists, rubella. I mean, you name it. What, like, whenever you guys go overseas and you have to get the stuff for
we had to take malaria meds.
Yeah, that stuff. I mean, like, like, and whatever else they're pumping us full of. Like, here, what's that? Shut up.
Right.
I mean, they injected me with smallpox.
Yeah.
So
at what point, if the military is not requiring this vaccination, why is everybody else like, oh, if the science says this and the science doesn't say nothing as of right now, because they have not even deemed,
I think,
the safety. The FDA hasn't even approved any of these because they're still in trial phase.
From what Chuck said, that one of the Pfizer ones actually did get approved.
They're approved on a fast track.
Hey,
but
that's better than everything else.
They are still technically in trial stage.
Hey, that's still better than all the other ones.
True.
At least they gave.
Of course, Johnson & Johnson's like, nah, we're going to stop the Johnson & Johnson shots for now. Well, then what is it? The AstraZeneca ones? They're not even, that's not even approved in the States, but we've already bought 60 million doses that now we're going to send to a foreign country because they need shots. So what's that saying? Oh, we can't use it here on our own people, but let's send it to this third world country because we don't give a shit. And
it's only worth what they said, like everyone's going to have to get another shot in 6 months anyway.
Yes.
And
it's a vaccine for a virus that
mutates it.
Mimics the flu almost identically.
Think of how many times you and me got yelled at last year saying, what, it's like the flu. And then Trump got yelled at, it's like the flu. Like what? It's a virus that's going to continuously mutate. And we're never going to truly get ahead of it. Why? Because by the time we get ahead of it, it's going to mutate again. Yeah. And then like, look how much crap he got. How much crap I got. How much crap you got. Like, it's like the flu. And here we are a year later going, it's like the flu.
Right? With how many strains out? You've got the Asian strain and the
European, the South American, whatever.
You've got all these different strains that they're still working on the first strains vaccine.
And
took 32 years. 32 years to develop a flu vaccine.
And it's still working.
And we still haven't eradicated the flu in the 40 years since they developed that vaccine.
Aside, though, on the show, what was it, Pandemic? On Netflix, at least those people are actually working on what it's like a four shot set, whatever, same thing, where it covers all the strains that we at least know of. So like actually like no one's like, that's actually really cool, just on a side note. But they haven't figured anything out, which is why like I had the flu, like I think they're actually down there somewhere, but the numbers from yearly deaths for the flu were still astronomical with all these vaccines. Like, guess what? I'm not getting the shot.
Yeah.
You're not getting the shot. I like, and we both have different circumstances, but I'm really not overweight. Neither of us are. We're actually healthier than we've been in a long time. No pre-existing. I'm theoretically, according to science, in the prime of my life. I can just stop getting run over. But so there's really no reason for me to get it.
Yeah.
Uh
Just like with the flu shot. I've
do you want it?
never
Nope.
gotten it. Every time I've been mandated to get it because we went overseas or whatever was going on, I've gotten sick from it. That's the only times I've ever had the flu was when I literally had to get shot for
And
it.
I've been in your house full of like, your sickly ass kids.
Right?
I never got it.
I've been around people that are deathly ill, that have
Never got
had COVID, I have not gotten it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Either I'm very, very immune to things.
Everyone in town got it. When I got ran over,
Mm-hmm.
full circle thing. Which is right before the COVID outbreak, yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. During Christmas, Meg, Jeff, Evie, and Heather all got retarded sick for 2 weeks. And the doctor's like, what is it? It's an upper respirator, but it's not testing for anything. They all got the COVID. And mom still won't thank me for getting run over. It's like, why?
Because
Dad got the COVID. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Dad got the COVID. Dad wouldn't be here right now. Why? Because he was never in the Marine Corps, but he's going to keep smoking and drinking and living his life. I mean, so would I if I got it.
He probably would have never have gotten it because he's done made his body immune of everything.
He's like people that slept in Marine Corps barracks or at the Triangle Motor Inn.
Yeah.
Oh, you slept there? What? You're good.
Woo,
You're good, bro.
Oh, you drank the water from Camp Lejeune 40 years ago? You good.
You got it. Trust me. You had COVID way before it was cool.
Yeah.
Which is still my favorite thing though when I go to doctors. Have you lost your sensation to smell? Yep.
Years ago.
In 2009.
Right?
The looks on everyone's face when I do that. But and Hannah the other day, she was in here. I don't know what the hell is wrong with her. Cold allergies. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, it's major allergy
But
season
she
right
was
here.
dying. And she's just hacking like what? Could be COVID. Oh well.
Oh, that's mine. Woke up. Of course, I think he was just trying to skip school. Mom, I don't think I can smell anything. I think I got the COVID. I was like, you don't have COVID, child. Trust me. You just want to skip school because you stayed up all night and you don't eat and drink properly.
That's a big one.
You just don't. You're very unhealthy.
But I had so many of those. But back on track, I had so many arguments with people.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was telling.
We all know who the people was. His name rhymes with Shrew.
Yeah.
Hi, Drew.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you'll watch one of these and you'll be all that mother. Like, yep.
I was talking to someone the other day. We got to, I was like, let me explain this vaccine, how it works. I said, so you've got something that mimics the flu.
Yeah.
You've got, what other vaccine has the government ever been like, hey, if you get this vaccine, you're allowed to do this. Or if you get this state of West Virginia, for example, trying to give out savings bonds.
Yeah, I saw actually.
To kids if they want to get the COVID vaccine. Why you got to give out stuff, promise these things for this vaccine? If it is so bad and you can prove it with science that this is so bad, why do you got to beg people and bribe them
like that's the big
to get this vaccine?
I was having that conversation with
why?
Chuck. Might have been Chuck earlier. I don't know. Someone like, how bad is it? Like, and on top of it, I'm not like $100 savings bond. Sure, in 20 years it'll be worth something. Thanks, guys.
In 20 years it'll be worth $100.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Like, I only have to wait a lifetime. Ohio's doing 5 winners. Like, people are going to randomly win $1 million.
Right. What state is it that they're giving away sports tickets if you get it?
They're doing cool stuff like that. I don't remember what state.
Yeah.
They can go to New York City. You get free Shake Shack. Like, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, de Blasio. Well, we just cleared out your billions of dollars worth of debt for the whole damn year. And you're offering people Shake Shack.
Yeah.
Like, you, my friend, are a dick. That's why everyone hates you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're bribing people, it's probably like not a good sign. And as much as they want to blame people like you and me, we're the Orange Godzilla Hitler, even though he was saying take the vaccine.
Yeah.
No, the conservatives, like, wasn't it?
We're all anti-vaxxers.
Wasn't it,
Which we're not really anti-vaxxers.
Wasn't it?
We're just smart enough to understand that this vaccine
And
hasn't been tested enough for me to even attempt to say it's okay.
go away. And for being serious, I could be serious for a second. 99+% survival in like our age group with no pre-existings or anything.
Yep.
Like it's not like I'm smoking my lungs away. I'm not drinking my liver away. I don't need like death. I mean, there's some days where I eat a whole pizza and I feel bad, but I'm not anywhere near the list of people that actually like 80+% of people that have died from it. Have
Yeah.
had,
And there's been what, like a 0.5% of people that have died from it with no pre-existing.
it gets really,
conditions,
really
like-
minimal. That 85% of them were overweight. Sorry, obese.
Mhm.
Most of them, like 99% of them had 90+% had pre-existings. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like forcing, and then again, states like New York and all them doing vaccine passports, and you're not allowed to go anywhere unless you have one.
Right.
I hate Florida.
I really wanted to go to New York for New Year's one day,
I
but
don't.
you know what?
De Blasio's a tool.
I will just scratch that off my list if
Cuomo's a
I
scumbag.
have to prove I've gotten the vaccine to do it.
And worst thing I found out, if we're going to talk about people that run the state of New York, like Andrew Cuomo, who thought it was a good idea to do this, lead singer of Weezer. Poor bastard. His first name is Rivers. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyone can pull that off. His last name is Cuomo. Like, how is he not?
I would totally change that.
Like I would have changed that by now. I was saying Cuomo.
Not associating with that family at all.
Like what? Kill yourself. Run.
Yeah.
Poor bastard. But on a serious note, after that, like I just don't like people having to bribe people to get, and like, here, get the vaccine. We'll give you stuff.
Right? Why?
Like, shouldn't we just get it because, or like, are you just mad because we all figured it out by now? And like, what? Why? Because we're not stupid.
Because
I have a brain.
And we were talking about the death rate of getting the vaccine. That's literally posted on the CDC's website from VAERS, the people that monitor all the vaccines ever given to people. Any vaccine ever developed and given to someone is monitored by VAERS. They have posted on their website.
I might have it.
I know, I think I still have it, but it's just like, how are you guys not seeing this? You have a better chance of dying after getting the vaccine than you do if you contract the virus. And take the proper steps, hydrate yourself, take some antibiotics, do some breathing treatments, and keep yourself active. Because the more you keep yourself active, the more that you aspirate your lungs to get that virus out of it. It's just common sense. You get sick, you do things to prevent it. You just don't lay there until you die.
Yeah,
nobody does that.
You
You fight it just like you fight any other cold, flu, pneumonia, whatever.
You got to fight everything.
Yeah.
Most of them, like, they just lay around. Oh, like, no. Now, like, get up and, like, I don't know, do a service on your riding mower and trying to build tree houses. That might be a little bit egregious for burning up with the COVID. You probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But getting up and functioning.
Yeah. My brother caught it. Still had to function. Had to raise kids. Had to do work. He's like, he texted me one day, man, I feel like I'm dying, but I'm going. I was like, cool, get you some Pedialyte, get you some Gatorade, eat something, whether you feel like eating or not, eat something because your body needs that.
He got
over it in
left
what?
the Eastern Bloc.
3 days, he was over it. True.
The old Soviet bloc. God bless him. But he looked like he had fun though.
Technically, before he hit back to the States, had to get a negative.
Oh yeah, he had to.
Negative test. So he was negative when he came back into the States. So
blame West Virginia. He's doing really good on vaccinations, by the way.
They are.
They might be a bunch of inbred hicks, but you know what?
Yes, they are.
They make good moonshine and they
Yes,
roll
they
out
do.
vaccines very well.
Yeah.
Almost as good, better than Florida, I think, but per capita, state-wise, you guys are way smaller than Florida ever could be. But
Oh yeah. Well, that's because half of our residents have moved to Florida.
everyone's moving to Florida. Hell, literally
I kind of
everyone
want
is
to move
moving.
to Florida now.
I would go, like, I'd keep this joint, and then I just have something down there. Well, a
As
hurricane.
soon as I'm physically allowed by the government orders to leave this state,
Hey,
I might.
DeSantis is like, please, come one, come all. He don't care.
Right?
He's a good
I
governor.
really hope he runs for like Congress or Senate because, I don't think president would be good for him. because he'd be fought the whole time. But if he got into
Hey,
a long-term position, Congress or Senate, phenomenal. As well as our lieutenant governor. God, I hope he runs for something. He's
Yes.
amazing.
he doesn't suck.
Man, that man is a voice for
He
not only North Carolina, but he's a voice for the minority populations.
he's a good for mankind. in
Yeah.
general, especially with the way the world is right now.
Yep.
We don't need to get into
And then what's her name in Baltimore?
Kim Klacik.
God, she's amazing.
She's been
too.
all over the place too.
Yeah.
Every time I see her, she's somewhere
was-
else
I
talking
was-
with someone else, but she's good.
I was utterly disappointed in Baltimore.
I wasn't, but are we
So
surprised though?
disappointed. Nope.
Like, it's
Complete
like,
Democratic ran place that
Like-
just continues to want to be the shithole of America.
where like you could fail all but 2 classes and still be in the top like half of your graduating class.
Right.
Why? Because that shows you the Democrat run schools.
Yeah.
Public schooling system. I'm getting into a long discussion with my sister. 12 days about that.
Our education system is
Last time I checked, we were in
is
the
like
50s.
dead last from every other
We were
country.
like in the 50s. Like we're not moving. We're not getting worse. We're not getting better, but we're
I know
compared to when we used to
countries
be one.
in nowhere, poor
really bad
Africa,
countries
in the middle of nowhere,
that are.
that have a better education system
Yeah.
than we do here in the States.
I am happy though that a lot of people. I even saw a thing the other day that a bunch of the leaders, original founders of BLM are actually attacking states for doing critical race theory.
Yeah, because
Like the ones that actually founded BLM and were actually using it to make everything actually equal, not just
Yep.
burning shit to the ground.
Yeah,
That's about all they're good for now is hellfire.
Yeah.
Sodom and Gomorrah,
right.
hellfire and brimstone. Where's Cain when you need him? Should play his theme song if it wouldn't be so loud. But yeah, I was happy to see them because they've been so quiet through all the riots last year and everything that happened.
Yeah,
The original ones, I was happy to see them come out and say that critical race theory has no place anywhere.
it doesn't, because if
All
you
it
want
does is divide.
if you want to see true non-race issues or racist people, look at kids. They don't see color.
No.
They don't see any, your status is this and my status is this, so I can't talk to you, or your color is this and your color is that. They have this unabated love for everybody.
Yep.
As long as you're good to them,
And
they don't care
See?
if you have a disability or a different color or a different
that's the problem.
religion.
They're untainted.
But now we're trying to force
Yep.
them to recognize it and we're embedding it into their brains.
They're
If you're not like this, then that's racist.
untainted. They're untainted.
It's
And
so
they couldn't
sad.
taint them at that age. So now that's what critical race theory is here for. Why? Because they're not dicks.
Yeah.
Like, because kids, what they will tell you, like, you know what the problem is with the kids? They'll say, to quote, I can't remember her name. I'll say Rena Mara, but it's not. Played Matilda.
Yeah.
Kids say, what? His goddamn kids too. And there's Robin Williams. Kids say the damnedest things.
Yeah.
They do.
You want to know the truth about something?
Ask
Ask
the
a
kid.
child.
Well, they will tell you to go
Yep.
yourself. They don't
They will
care.
hurt your feelings because they do not have any
That's
filters. They
fine.
haven't learned to
They're-
think about what's coming out of
they're
their
just-
mouth yet.
they're
They
not
will tell
tainted.
you 100%
That's my big thing.
the God's honest
They're
truth.
not tainted. That's my big thing. Why do you like kids? Like, because they're not tainted. They're not
Yep.
tainted by the rest of the world. They're not tainted by all the stupid. They don't understand. They don't give a damn. Why are we teaching them that and like sex ed stuff at like 6?
Yeah.
Like, what the
Right.
long F?
Yeah.
Kind of like how Kyle Larson said the N word last year. With a very
Mhm.
long R at the end of it. Then he
Yeah.
lost his whole career. But
Yeah. And it's pretty bad when you even have people of certain sexual preferences coming out and saying, no. This isn't right.
Yeah, it's not.
We're not, this shouldn't be taught in schools.
Yep.
This shouldn't be brought into sports. This,
It shouldn't be brought into anything.
yeah, this is a decision that is made within that family. Once that kid understands cognitively,
Which they don't until their 20s.
yeah,
Scientifically, they're
feel.
not fully like grasping of all that, which is why I stand behind. I can't remember his name, the governor of Arkansas, Governor Abbott in Texas, obviously Ron DeSantis, because he's just a rock star at this
Mhm.
point until they find something on him. every time they try to find something on me, stands firm, podium tells them to go themselves. So,
Yeah.
but all of them standing up and saying, yeah, sorry, this whole like they can make that choice without their parents' decision to make life altering. If they change their mind later, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like,
By
I'm
all
sorry.
means, if you feel like you need a sex change at 13, go ahead and get one without your parents' permissions. But you can't come in and get birth control until you're 18 without your parents' permission. You can't come in and get a
Can't
shot
get
or
anything.
condoms without telling your parents before 18.
Anything.
You can't vote before 18. You can't drink before 21. But now you're letting them make a life-altering decision at 12, 13, 14 without letting the
Which
parents
is the
know,
same.
or giving them guidance of, hey, do you really, we understand that you don't feel comfortable in your body. We get that. We know that there are certain things in your life that may be different for you, that you're not thinking the way that people tell you you
people
should
think
think.
you should be doing.
That's the biggest problem. There's these stereotypes of a woman does this and a man does this.
Ask Lou.
Those need to go away. There should be no defined stereotype of a woman has to be the homemaker and do this set of idealistic things, and a man has to be the breadwinner and do this idealistic set of things.
2021.
Do what you want to do.
This time's changed a long time ago. Decades and decades ago. I stand behind everyone, and especially like even Caitlyn Jenner. No, I'm not drunk, but I love how much shit she has gotten just by when she said she was running, just for saying that transgender like girls that are still biological men shouldn't play in female sports.
Mhm.
And look at all the liberal heads explode. You think she would be like a hero? Look, she was a hero. Hell, she won every award known to mankind when that happened.
Right?
Till someone conservative, kill her, light her on fire. What? Like how bad they turn on their own. Like even that community.
Mhm.
Hell, look at Sarah Silverman. I remember when we liked Sarah Silverman. She was funny. I mean, I never liked her, but when everything wasn't political, like 20 years ago, she was kind of almost funny. Look at me. She's just, oh my, called Caitlyn Jenner transphobic.
Right?
Like, bitch. Like you
do realize she's a trans, right? I mean,
she went full like she's there. Like she's that's coming from all of those very, very inclusive, happy, non-hating, not phobic to anything liberals.
Yeah.
Who absolutely hate everybody, which is why I hate liberals. See, I don't hate anything. I hate stupid, and I hate stupid. And one more, I hate stupid. And sadly, 2021 liberals are stupid, and more stupid.
Yeah. And then we're continuously trying to
and
make
ignorant.
All of our children now
stupid. Like with 54th, I think it was. I lost the page, but 54th in science.
Yeah.
We're in the 50s in math. Like how the hell are we bad at English? How many countries speak English?
The one horrible bad thing I could say about the Bush administration was their no kid left behind shit.
Yeah, that
deemed Common Core education.
Like no
worst
kid gets
thing
left
ever.
behind. Well, you can't. Well, I'm sorry. If they need an extra year, they need an extra year. Sorry. Look how good we were great then. Well, you're just dumbing down everyone so that everyone can pass. That makes everyone dumber.
There's literally no incentives for kids to apply themselves into work now. Prime example is my two children. Have them tested, ranked in the 98th percentile of intelligence, failed high school. Because there was no motivation for them to want to be better than everybody else or apply themselves to do something better for themselves.
Shayla had Dylan those.
No,
it happens.
Yes, she did that.
Second she,
the second boy became
she gets a
involved.
boy, her brain
quit.
When there's no boys, she's terrified.
Yes.
And I love her to death.
Yeah.
Hell, I took a divorce defending her to death.
Right. But it circles back to the
it's just there's no point
to get into the AVID programs in schools nowadays. You have to be a certain status in the school. And if God forbid you show a lazy moment. They're like, nope, this isn't for you.
Yeah.
We know you're highly intelligent, but we don't have the time to work with you and to help motivate you.
There's always a but.
There's a lot of that nowadays.
Yeah, there is. And Virginia, I saw, because I have no life again. Thank God she comes around and wants to watch movies, because otherwise I'd be like sitting about 6 inches that way, the projector going. But like Virginia's trying to get rid of it, like all advanced classes until 11th grade.
Yeah.
Like, so you're gonna hold everyone back.
Yeah, you're gonna penalize the kids that are busting their ass
and actually have a brain
to get these advanced classes and to get these college credits, so they graduate high school with an associate's degree.
This is why everyone should be doing.
Every kid should be doing this.
Encouraging people to actually excel, not just be
mediocre.
Idiots. Guess what? I was mediocre because I didn't give up. Guess what? Look at my report card, my last quarter senior year. Straight A's. When I gave up, I was really, really good. But I didn't. The ones that do give every single one of those, every single moment they're doing that, from all creeds, they should get to do that. They shouldn't get stopped just so it's not inclusive to everybody. We'll tell that dumbass to start working too. Like, he can do it. Look at Ben Carson.
Yeah.
From Detroit.
Right.
Poor.
And now they've made it
stuttering issue, I
now
believe.
They've made it a racial issue too.
Guess what? He had a stuttering issue, unlike Joe Biden, who apparently didn't have a stuttering issue until he was running for president. He can't complete a.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
But Ben Carson had all those problems from poor. Like, his mother made him read from middle of nowhere in Detroit, of all places, which was very bad for people his color at his age back then. And he was like a world-renowned neurosurgeon before he was in charge of HUD. And guess what? Of all the people, after everyone picked on Trump for getting rid of people left, right, and differently, Ben Carson was in charge of HUD the whole 4 years. Like, he was there the whole time.
Well, and
he came from it, so he really understands it.
Because Trump also ran the country like a business instead of how it's being ran currently. I say, you know what? I think you could do this job. Let me put you in that position. Oh, wait a minute. You can't do this job. Never mind. You're fired. I appointed you, but I'm sorry. You didn't hold up to the standards to help the American people. So bye-bye.
He did that to a lot of people.
And then he's firing his own people. Well, yeah. Wouldn't you do that?
You can't do the job. Bye.
Yeah. He's trying to get people in there that are fighting for the Americans and fighting for what's best for this country.
What did, I think it was your brother, thankfully, hopefully his mullet has grown.
It has gone away. Yes.
Thankfully. So that he was talking to someone on one of his things, because he talks to more people than I do.
Yes.
Said that there was someone, I don't remember what country he was in, but he was wearing his Trump stuff, of course.
Yes, that's all he wears. Trump or Jesus.
January 6th happens.
Trump or Jesus.
There he is in this Trump 2024 flag in his front lawn. God bless Eddie to death.
Yes, love my brother.
But saying that he was talking to someone over there that said that they thought Trump was a real bastard, but they wished that he was their bastard because he was making everyone's life hell for his country. And he really was. If you look at it, and 90% of the stuff the media said was full of it. Trust me, I have 5 subject notebooks full of just, are you kidding me? I just don't like.
And how is it for 4 years? There was peace in all these countries, no thought of war, no thought of nothing. And within 100 days of the current administration being in offices, there's now war in Israel. There's
China's going after Taiwan.
Yeah,
Russia's
going after Ukraine.
Ukraine's going after Crimea.
Yeah, I mean, you've got all of these issues now.
Hell's breaking loose. And I saw someone post something last night. I just stared at it, and I looked over at her. I was bad. How there was someone commented on something, and I was like, if I was you, it wouldn't have happened. I would have went off. How is it inside?
I've tried to restrain myself lately. I have.
End quote. How is it inside of 140 days? Biden's got like, let's see, January 20th. Like, we're close to it, but May 20th makes 4 months. That's not even a full 30. How the are you at 140, lady? I don't know what.
That's the liberal counting.
It's like what? And then I just put your phone down, Jesse.
Yeah.
Put your
Yeah.
phone down.
Yep.
We're not even near 120, let alone 140.
Yeah.
Like, don't get my hopes up and say it's been 120 days. Like, that means closer.
Yeah. How many times have I text you in the morning? 7:30 in the morning. I probably should have stayed off Facebook today.
Every day. At least half the week.
Should have stayed off Facebook
Even
today.
better.
Today is not the day for me to be on social media.
I don't. If I'm not uploading, I do share a lot onto the pages because everyone trying to be better again.
Yeah.
But I know I'm out of camera. Deal with it.
Nope. I've spent my days now reading my books. I've finished like 12, 13 books in the last 2 weeks.
I go like 9 years. Like, I just see that little white dot. That one right there. I talk to that.
Yeah. I had to stick my face in a book and lose myself. I ignore everything in life.
I try not like I haven't argued with anyone in a long time. It almost Drew almost turned
Now,
into one.
I did get into an argument the other day with a lady about abortion.
Which is a touchy subject, but I mean,
Yes.
the devout Roman Catholic, look at him, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Saying, well, he's paying for now abortions all over the world.
Yeah.
Abortions on us, literally.
Yeah.
Well, on you, not on me.
Yeah.
They don't tax me.
Yeah. But it stemmed from a conversation of this lady posting on her Facebook or whatever. Oh, I'm being forced to go back to work. They're ending the $300 extra a week now for unemployment. How am I going to make it now? I'm a single mom. Probably like every other single parent 20 years ago till COVID happened, they had to deal with, how do I deal with the cost of childcare being just as much as what I'm going to make?
Which is ridiculous. Like, that's something that should be
It's insane. But there are also options. There are so many programs. If you just humble yourself and go apply for them.
And ask for help.
Hey, I need help. If you can legitimately prove that you need the help, you'll get the help.
There's food stamps. There's healthcare. There's dental care through the states.
Exactly.
There's whatever they call it something. Same, but there's all different programs.
There's SNAP programs.
SNAP.
SNAP.
There's another one.
WIC.
Pennsylvania has a different one for dental care.
Yes.
All the there's just humble your ass.
There's all this stuff.
And go ask.
But here's the downfall of this. All of these people that have been sucking the life out of unemployment try to go apply for this. Now they have technically made more than what the allowance is for getting assistance. Nobody ever thought about that, because in the 3 months that I was furloughed from my job,
which sucked, by the way.
Yeah. So I wasn't allowed to go to work. I still had a job, but couldn't go to work.
Yeah.
From April the 27th to June the 1st. So from April 27th to June the 1st, I drew that unemployment with that extra money.
Yeah.
I made $15,000 in that 2.5 months.
Month and a half. I mean, you were
$15,000. I don't even make $15,000 in a normal job in 6 months.
You didn't give me any? What the hell?
Right?
But I could have used a case of beer.
Luckily, I had also seen, do you want taxes taken out?
Yes.
Because now you've got all these people coming in that didn't take taxes out, that are now all of these taxes.
A lot more than that.
Go try to get help, and they're like, nah, your income was way too much for us to even give you assistance.
They owe a lot.
AKA a certain person we know that works for the city and does that. Lady come in 3 months, had an $1,800 electric bill. But in these 3 months, she was drawing unemployment, getting all this assistance.
And didn't.
What'd you do with your money? Now you're going to beg for help because you're an
idiot.
Squandered your money and you didn't actually pay your bills.
What you're saying, it's kind of goes back to the election thing. To circle back.
Yep, circling back.
Damn it, there's no gingers on the wall. Damn it. Like one of them.
Yeah.
Just to circle back, still went from Jen Psaki. Yeah. The elections. Pennsylvania had to change it within the day before the election, so they could accept stuff as long as it was postmarked on the day of the election.
No. They said they would accept it a week after.
Yeah, but as long as it was postmarked the day of the election. As long as it was dated then. But what I'm trying, Don't drop it, Jesse. What in the actual? What are you doing in Pennsylvania? Because y'all motherfuckers were locked down since like March or April, and I was getting 2 a week for absentee ballots. Like, get one. Like, what the were you people doing that you could not get one? Send the back in and get it back in way before November.
Well, then
I got them for 6 months.
Yeah. So many people are like, oh, they want to get rid of mail-in balloting. I'm like, no, they don't. There's always been absentee balloting.
Yeah, always.
You
everywhere.
request that ballot. You ask specifically, hey, I'm not in my state.
They're trying to
or
get
my
mass
county
unsolicited
voting.
balloting.
So I need a ballot.
Harvested.
AKA my husband got his absentee ballot
Didn't
in
count.
April. In April, we mailed that thing out the next week. So
Didn't
it
count.
got mailed out in April. Never was counted because when you track your vote,
Yep.
it was not counted. My daughter's boyfriend in the military signed up to
He's
vote, registered to vote,
Poor Dylan.
went to vote on early voting. They said, no. You can't vote because you've already requested a ballot, which he had never requested.
Shocker.
He never requested. So his vote, he didn't even get to vote. His vote never counted. That's 2 people in my family that happened to.
No. Chuck's, whatever she is. Today. Let's go with Taylor Meredith. She graduated with a girl who now lives in Iowa. She didn't vote this year. But the Democratic Party of Michigan sent her a thing in Iowa, thanking her for her vote in Michigan. Like, I'm sorry.
Huh?
It happened. All you have to, like, it's not that hard to find all the people that never voted
Or
ever.
have you seen
anywhere?
all the dead people that have
I'm saying,
voted?
but haven't voted anywhere. Like Taylor's friend.
Mhm.
Like, thanks for your vote.
I didn't vote, but okay, cool.
Guess what? You know how many hundreds of thousands, million, you know how many hundreds of thousands of millions of people they could find just doing that, just
Yeah.
finding all the people that didn't, and just because they don't know, they were sending out millions and millions
Yeah.
and millions of ballots, like legit ballots this year.
Yeah. Well, look at the people that got ballots that they're like, I got this ballot sent to my house for my dad that's been dead for a couple of years. Who's to say, hey, I'm going to fill this ballot out,
Yeah, people didn't.
sign it, boom, send it back. I could have done that for my husband with his
Especially-
absentee ballot.
Especially
They don't know that I didn't fill that out.
else they're not doing, like, my big problem, like, they're not doing signature verification. Like, and
Yeah.
we're back there temporarily, but fuck, just we're there. Drew, they checked my signature to make sure it was mine when I was there in person. It's like, but when they changed the laws in Pennsylvania at the last second, the day before the election, there
Yeah.
was no signature verification on mail-in ballots.
Did they check your signature when women voted?
Nope.
No, me neither. They didn't even ask
They
for my
checked-
ID.
Nope.
I literally said my
told them
name,
my
and they're
name.
like, cool, here you go.
I told them my name. I had to spell it out because the mask and, well, I don't have a
Yeah.
Patterson. Like Rosinski.
Nobody knows how to spell your name. What?
That was a B.
No.
Rosinski.
Are you?
Brzezinski? No, I'm not a bro. The bruh. Like, here's my ID.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, yeah, they didn't signature verify shit
Yeah.
for me.
Didn't even ask my friend. And
No
my
ID,
name
no anything.
is completely common.
Yours is normal. Mine,
So many people could have my name.
I know how many
And they
Pattersons are in
didn't
the
even
Marine Corps.
verify. Is this you? Is this your social security
Yep.
number? Is this your address?
Like,
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Here's your stuff. Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Go
Like,
vote.
that's the problem. Like, so I told Drew, like, they didn't check anything on me, and they're not checking anything in Pennsylvania anywhere for mail-ins, where they changed all these rules. And, you know, like Atlanta, Michigan,
Mhm.
that's all these places where suddenly hundreds of thousands of ballots are going for one guy,
Yeah.
which is physically impossible. Why? Because he got votes in Manhattan and he got votes in Los Angeles. He got votes in San Francisco. I think you find the most liberal places on Berkeley.
Yeah.
Trump got votes.
Yeah. Which California is predominantly a red state.
Just if you look at all the states,
Mhm.
Georgia is predominantly a red state. It's just right around the capital and whatever that other shithole is.
You know, California is now a red state thanks to Reagan.
Hey, and they just had to lose a bunch of seats because of everything,
Yeah.
because everyone left.
Yeah.
Just my argument to someone.
Which is what's happening to New York.
It's my argument to someone. It's like
and
everyone's
West
leaving.
Virginia. West Virginia's population decline.
Well,
Of
no
course,
one
that's
noticed.
because they're all old and there's a
probably-
lot of drug use
Yeah,
there.
they
but-
probably all died. It doesn't count.
yeah.
Opioid crisis did that.
Yeah.
That wasn't
yeah, it
people
did.
fleeing because they can go like make moonshine, the mountains be left alone. They're never leaving.
Yeah.
They can do whatever the hell they want. No one's gonna check on them. They don't care. Like, do whatever I won't do what you tell me. I'm like, okay, cool, bye. But last thing, we're on a little, I won't do what you tell me, just to get to hit it. Well, not the last thing, but we've been going for long enough, so got to wrap it up soon.
Yeah, because I had a lot of water.
Me too. But now that we're gonna be able, like, I don't want to get into like all that stuff that we missed because I don't want to go and talk about it because the second we talk about it, it's not gonna happen. That'll be the sound of my brain as people put it in a vice. Like what? Just die. But Israel. They're our only ally, like legitimate ally in the Middle East. Like the only one.
Yeah. Yep.
And the squad.
Oh yeah.
All 4 of them.
Just distant.
Doran, have their quotes. If we need them, I have them. We went over it before. If you've listened, have them. Don't need to do it again, but I can. Bernie, Joe, like what? They have the right to defend themselves. Didn't denounce, I don't know, Hamas, who's Hamas getting all the rockets from?
Right.
Who did Hamas admit? That's Iran, who Joe's, and Barry and Hillary. Hillary, in case you didn't know that,
them all their money and weapons back.
that wasn't a slip of the tongue. That was Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Because she's got more bodies than lots of people. Sold, actually gave them billions of dollars in cash and sold them some of our uranium so they could make a nuclear weapon. That'd be uranium 1.
Yeah.
For all you people that thought Joe was so good he's not corrupt, uranium 1, look it up. It happened. It was real.
Yeah.
Just like Fast and Furious, not the movie. When we sold guns and gave guns and all kinds of drug cartels, and then they killed our border patrol agents with said guns. That happened.
Yeah.
Or when they went after, like the IRS was going after conservative groups and churches for their, non-taxable thing, like church,
yeah, which I totally agree with. I mean, those super churches,
that one
are a tad bit questionable.
That one, yes. The little ones, no. The big ones that have the guys like it's the size of like
$1 billion houses.
Yeah, those guys. Sorry, it's what they're taking that money for. Yeah. Jesus says I need a 1 billion square foot church.
No.
Well, then Jesus, but you didn't say you need 5 Lear jets, 8 houses, 17 cars.
Preached on the street.
Jesus said
sandals,
some flip flops with hair and a beard like me.
Yeah.
The better personality.
Yeah.
People liked him. No one likes me.
Yeah.
But Israel, like our biggest thing, and like the squad, Bernie, the thing is, here's the big one. Before I could start reading quotes just because they hurt my head and they make me want to just put my head through a wall. Oh, look, I was smart enough to delete them. See, I do love me, it turns out. Never mind. There they are. Ilan Omar, Israeli airstrikes killing civilians in Gaza is an act of terrorism. Where the hell have you been for the last 15 years? Well, they were suicide bombing Israel and Jerusalem and had tunnels dug into Israel so they could get there. And where the hell were you then, Ilhan? Oh, wait, you were marrying your brother illegally so you could get him to come to the country. And now suddenly he's here because of that, because he got to be a citizen, even though it was under false pretense. Who's counting for anyone while she watched her city of Minneapolis burn to the ground? Rashida Tlaib. This is an apartheid system. Really, is it? Do you even know what that word means?
No, she doesn't.
Pretty sure she doesn't. This one, definitely. That's why she didn't use this. AOC. We know why she didn't use it.
Oh, God.
Israeli forces are forcing families from their homes during Ramadan and inflicting violence. It is inhumane. You breathing and speaking to anyone is cruel and unusual and inhumane.
Yeah.
It's like Daisy jumping up. She has great intentions, but she's got the IQ of a nectarine.
Gives bartenders a horrible name.
Right? See? Such a bad name, even Daisy's jumping in your lap. I'm sorry.
Daisy's like,
and Ayanna Presley, if you jump on me, I'll kill you. That's what I thought. American government money should not finance state violence. Hey, Daisy, look at the camera. Hi.
Wait a minute. But don't we fund Antifa and Black Lives Matter?
And abortions?
And abortions? I mean.
Lots of abortions. I love these people. And she's the one saying we need to give these Planned Parenthood and all these people money. And there she is saying the government funded murder. We can't support it.
Meanwhile, Biden hasn't said a beep.
No, Biden. That's shit. Biden doesn't know what the hell's
even though
going on.
he's a devout Catholic, which
he supports
in
all of
biblical
that.
terms, if you are a Christian, you should know that we should do anything and everything to protect Israel because it's God's chosen people.
It's like God's like stand like
Yeah, we screw Israel. Just yep.
like
Welcome
they
to hell.
are it. Like, and they're bombing Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, which, well, you don't get much more biblical than Jerusalem of all places.
Yep.
And this has been going on since, Obama and them were all about supporting Hamas and giving them guns and
Yeah.
money, and ISIS too. He gave them the Syrian freedom
Yeah.
fighters.
And isn't there like a Gaza Strip? Nobody's allowed to supposed to be doing anything in Gaza Strip kind of
Hey,
treaty.
if it
going on?
helps, Israel's going to make sure there is no Gaza Strip. There's not going
Yeah.
to be anything. Israel's pissed.
I mean, I would be too. For years, decades, centuries,
One for Donald Trump.
they have been the
Conflicted.
target of the Middle East.
Conflicted. Is that the best? They've been on, like, they've just been getting, especially by Hamas,
Yeah.
who Iran's supporting. Joe Biden's getting,
Yeah.
trying to get back into bed with the Iranians,
Yeah.
which I remember correctly when he mentioned it, when he was getting elected. Benjamin Netanyahu, no matter what you feel about him, said, but you rejoin that nuclear deal. What?
Yeah,
We're going to make sure there isn't an Iran anymore.
Yeah.
Why? Because you. And guess what? Here we are. He has his, like, Joe's people are in Iran, and well,
the whole Middle
So-
East, Europe, Asia it's all going to hell right now.
it's amazing. What was that guy's name? What's his name? He was orange. But when I can't
Kind of
think.
forward hairdo.
Yeah, he had like, I just loved seeing him outside because I wanted to see what his hair would do.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care. Like, he's your president. Like, I don't care what he looked. I just want to. What's it gonna do?
Wonder what hairspray he uses. That
Like
shit was
like,
tight.
It flips. It just stays there. Like, it does. Like, nothing else moves. Like, I need some of that 1980 all over again.
Yeah.
But I remember, swear to God, someone said he was gonna create like the next great war, and then he was
Yeah.
signing peace treaties. And now,
Yep.
again, like we said, Russia, Ukraine, Crimea,
Yeah.
China and Taiwan, North Korea shooting missiles.
Right?
Israel's had enough of Iran's everything. Like, end the quote, we have no intention of stopping. End quote.
Yeah.
That was their quote. We have zero intention of what
Yeah.
peace treaty. What? Well,
What?
beyond that, you should have thought about that before you even sorry.
Yeah.
Iran, and they're pulling the strings, and everyone knows it. And what do you know? It's all the progressives. So there's Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, the squad, all of them. And we need to go after Israel. Why? Because they've been getting with for
Centuries.
since the dawn of time, and
Right?
they finally said, "Okay, well, you."
Yeah. Pretty much since they became a country.
And we're turning on our only ally in the Middle East. And I don't know if you realize this or not. The Middle East is a shit sandwich. I mean, I know,
Yeah.
like Dave's.
How many of our troops have died in the Middle East for
That's
some
what pisses me
bullshit
off.
going on?
That's
And now we're gonna promise to get them out of there by September.
not the rate this is going.
What?
And that guy, it's currently
One, we should have left years
long time
ago. Y'all have at it. Young. We ain't
Kill
doing
yourselves.
this shit for you no more. Deuces.
Kill
Bye.
yourselves. Bye.
But no, we've let our people be over there and
Forever.
die under pretenses that we should have never been there for.
Forever.
You know,
Like forever, ever.
I've already told my husband, if shit happens again,
Retire.
no, you drop papers. You ain't going back over to that country to support this agenda.
For nothing.
Nope, sorry. I'm not going to let you die over something dumb.
Sorry, I can't support anyone for anyone that pays. You don't have to really pay attention. But who was it that supported all of those wars in the Middle East? Who voted yes on them? What was his
Oh,
name?
That'd be Biden.
Who was the one
Oh,
that voted
Yeah.
against taking out Osama bin Laden and Soleimani?
Hmm.
Who was that?
Biden.
Yeah, the guy that won't kill terrorists but wants to
Mhm.
go to war.
Yeah.
I can never imagine why. Maybe he's a hunter for money.
Ha
He's just one of the best hunters,
Kind of reminds me of
ever.
the movie Sleeping with the Enemy.
except she was way prettier.
True.
Than
And
anyone
she could
associated
form a
with someone.
sentence.
Yeah, anyone that was associated with Joe Biden. Anyone.
Yeah.
Like they're all nasty, creepy. Can't finish the sentence. Like they're special. And I hate them. All of them. But we're, like I've said it repeatedly, we're like, that's my opinion. We're screwed.
Yeah.
There's nothing good coming out of it. And I know a lot of people, and I keep laughing with her right there.
Yeah.
Like, then what? When all hell breaks loose, at least I know one thing. They ain't coming after my ass.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, they're going to come after me. I'm just kidding. No, really, what? They're going to come after you. Just say you're a conscientious objector.
Yeah.
Mike, because your hippie ass literally will not shoot anybody.
Yeah.
We're screwed. We're going
I've
back.
told several people, like, if you have studied the Bible, read the Bible, know anything, we're in the end times. In my opinion, we're in the end times. Unless we drastically change our path right now, we're all going down the tube of
death.
Yep.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep. It's going to be worse than that. Nope. We are in the age where the Antichrist is going to rear his ugly head.
He's right here.
No, you're not.
Ask some people I know.
No, you're not.
Ask some people I know.
But yeah.
Actually, there's two people that really think I am.
Well, yeah, but those two people are idiots.
One of them's naturally a ginger.
Yes.
The other one isn't naturally a ginger. And they're both out of their minds.
Yep.
But yeah, I just hope that we get enough people, because there's some members of the GOP saying that they need to denounce everything Hamas is doing, because they're a legitimate terror organization.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't
But we don't know how to define terrorist anymore these days.
That's because Joe Biden doesn't know how to put one foot in front of the other without hurting himself.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's an idiot.
Yep.
He's a leper. He's a lemur. He's a sloth. That's offensive to sloths.
Right. Because sloths are cool.
Actually,
sloths are assholes, but
I had better function laying in the middle of Western than Joe Biden does right now.
Yeah.
And I just got hit, flu. Only someone loves me.
You're right.
No one loves me. No one. And it was a good time. See, told you should come on and do it more.
Yeah. But now I got to go feed my family.
Well,
and hope I actually use the Instapot correctly, because I have no idea what I'm doing with that thing.
We can do it well before we get this late. Morning times are really good.
So binge watching a show.
I respect that. I was watching NASCAR and swearing.
No, I was watching people get tattooed. I like
Ink
my
Master?
tattoos. Yes. We've been binge watching Ink
With
Master.
Dave.
Yeah.
Navarro. There you go.
Yeah. Which we totally get to see come September,
See?
because James Addiction will be playing it louder than life.
What did I think? Grohl? No. Mustaine? No.
No, Dave Navarro.
What the hell is the other one? What? The Dave that no one cares about.
Now they're apparently going to have all new judges because of, racial issues and blah, blah, blah from some of the judges. But whatever. But yeah, I got to go feed a family.
I sure as hell don't. I just have to do laundry.
I got to do that too.
I have to pack my laundry.
Luckily, I don't have to watch kids tomorrow.
There you go.
And sadly, I'm not going anywhere now because, people like to hoard gas.
People suck. Let's just say it how it is.
Yeah.
People suck. But it was fun. I should do it more often. See, I told you, come on here. What? It's that easy. You get done in 20 minutes and it's all done.
Be like, yo, weekly.
We're done in 30 minutes. We can all go away. Like if we do it every day, just come on there, boo. Everything's over. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Everyone wins. And then no one has to hear the sound of my voice.
Yeah.
Because I hate the sound of my voice. But
my voice sounds completely different when people listen to me. I realized that the other day when I was watching a video of me talking. I was like, oh my God, I sound like a crazy psychopathic teenager.
The problem is I listen to myself. like that. No, you need to listen to yourself. Like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Why? Because I did that for about 5 minutes. Then what happened?
No.
I wanted to delete it. Like I went, like that's why people hate me.
Right.
I'd hate me too. But
yeah.
it's fun. We shall do it again.
Yep.
So I'm going camping. Deal with it.
I wish I was, but everybody on the east coast of North Carolina has apparently wanted to book all of the campgrounds for this weekend and next weekend.
Just follow us. That'd be a shocker. We're right here. So you just
We're just
Hi.
gonna go out randomly in the woods somewhere.
okay, what? Oh my god, funny running into you guys. Do you have any room?
Yeah, we brought a tent.
Threaten me. I don't give a damn. I have no fucks left to give, but it was fun. So
Yep.
get you more times.
Yes. Maybe next time I'll have a better hair day. Have some makeup on.
It's a good hat though.
Hey, yeah.
It's a fine hat.
I'll
Fine.
wear my Jags hat the next time.
You can wear that at the jersey, and
I will. I'll be all decked out in my Jag
I
stuff.
just wear the shirt. that
We'll
Dave-
have to do a football segment
I gave you
when
well,
football starts.
well, I'm a Raiders fan, so we can talk about the Jags because there's hope.
Neither they're not playing the Raiders nor the Steelers this year. I'm kind of upset that we won't have that rivalry at the house anymore this year.
I mean, you could be a Raiders. You could be a Raiders fan.
Yeah, no, I can't.
No, you could be
I
a
mean-
Raiders fan. Dave can be a Steelers fan, and then I could be the poor schlub in the middle, week 2, when the Steelers and the Raiders play in Pittsburgh, and I'm sitting there going, "What's wrong with you?" Well, what? Doesn't matter what happens. What? I'm screwed.
Yeah.
The Raiders are going to lose. When do I?
No, but we always thought about Jacksonville like that too when they played Pittsburgh. And how many times has Jacksonville beat Pittsburgh?
Well, it's Ben. It's all Ben. So
Yeah. So
football
and
season
then-
starts. We could do that,
right? We're gonna do a football segment.
But share the damn thing. Tell us what you think. For the love of God. I'll see you next week.
Call us out on things if you think we were wrong. We'll get you the facts. And then you can still argue with us
I
about
love
them.
when people call me out.
Yeah.
Please call me out. I have no life. I have a 5-star Nova. Are you with me?
Yeah.
But enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Stop scratching.
He's like, Dad, I got a hitch.
And until next time, peace.